Jenny, before you can
Uh,
gotta give that
What?
consent.
What a day, yeah. Zoom has to have consent, as do most other things these days, really.
yeah.
It's only a recent development, though.
I think it's like an isolation thing. It's like if I go on camera, I'm gonna need to give consent. You should always give consent. And if you don't want to give consent, send that to our PO box. You know the address.
Okay, welcome to another episode of Talking Shop. I am Rob Campbell alongside.
I am the shell podder, the number 2 jobber.
Oh, shit.
I love it. I just want to keep adding and adding and adding. I want the longest name ever. Elliot Jordan experience. You have nothing on me. You watch.
And when you get to that point, I want you to have full t-shirt wrap around name.
Yeah,
so you
it'll just go around. Yeah, like proper spiraling. Yeah, you'll have to like walk around me in circles to read what it says. You know what I mean?
Oh, merch alert. We got merch alert. And I'm Daniel, an interesting misprint that reads penis. Cornfield. For the bottom fans out there.
I guess you're thinking, what the fuck have I got myself into tonight on this Monday evening, 10 days after fucking COVID in my life? I've got to put up with these three.
Jason Joshua's just left the room.
And there's the spoiler alert. Our guest this evening is Jason Joshua. Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I'm recovering from catching COVID, and this is the first interaction I've had with people. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Do you want another 10 days to recover from this? Because I think you might need it by the end.
I've got another week off work. I booked holiday, and my isolation ended the day my holiday started.
Ooh.
So it's not
pretty convenient. It's pretty convenient, that is. Eh?
Yeah, some would say that was pre-planned.
Yeah.
Some would, but the 75 emails I got from Track and Trace.
They're persistent, right?
Phone calls, texts, emails. Yeah, I don't get that many off my mum.
How much does a positive test cost on the black market nowadays?
I imagine a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Well, it takes a bit of fruit shoot, don't it?
Yeah, apparently so.
I've heard all sorts.
Well, I bet you have, and maybe we'll learn about that during this podcast. So, you're obviously recovering from COVID, so you haven't wrestled in the last 10 days either.
No.
How are you physically feeling?
I went to the gym this morning, weightlifting, fine, got on with it. I went on the cross trainer. I got 5 minutes in. I thought I was going to pass out.
Wow.
Jeez.
Everything just started spinning. I was sweating like I'd done 40 minutes. It was horrendous.
And just to clarify, Kylie Minogue was not in the room.
No. So it wasn't even worth it. So, but 10 days. I lost 4 shows.
Wow.
4 shows. Fuming. I think I would have died if I'd gone to any of them, but
absolutely.
Just keeled over in the corner crying. But 4 shows.
Just in the corner throwing up crosses straight away. It's like, I've taken 1 bump. No, I'm done.
Lungs exploded.
Well,
Same for the man. Holy shit.
Would have needed the on-hand first aiders then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Just a big bulk of doing, that's what you need.
By the feel of it, I need new lungs.
Is it really tight to breathe?
Yeah, I thought people were exaggerating it because of everything that's been happening. And then I've been relatively fine breathing wise last week, but as soon as I tried to push it above sort of normal, my body was like, nah, not happening.
I'll converge flow.
It's horrible because I didn't know what was happening either. So I was like, shit.
COVID friends. COVID friends.
I'm going to say we are fully allowed to swear, just to answer that question as well.
I don't think that was a question. Did we not open up with cunt today?
Well, we started with it now.
Still good to check.
Yeah, it's good to check, but yeah, this is like the podcast where you can say whatever you want.
I had to check on yours, to be fair, didn't I?
Yeah, my podcast was meant to be all family friendly and good, and then I got 2 episodes in, and I had Magic Mark, and I believe we got 2 sentences in before I went, and then fucking, and then
That
went
minute
off, and I
is
was like,
over.
oh yeah, no, we'll go with this.
I can't even think of doing an episode without any sort of banter like that. Like it'd be so boring. It'd be so vanilla. Like I ain't saying you ain't got to say fuck every sentence, like, but I don't want to sit there thinking, oh, I can't say this, I can't say that, because then you're not being yourself. Because you know what? Spoiler alert, I swear, and I swear a lot in the right times, not at work. You know, I swear a lot, but you know, that's
I'd love to go to work with you.
shoot.
I'd love to go to work with you, just be like typing away, fuck.
Yeah.
And just carry on like
Type. Mute button pressed. Fuck. Mute button. Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Well,
my day in a nutshell. I'm in a nutshell. I ain't even had a drink as well, man. What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. It's amazing. I want to know what you're on tonight. But
I'm working on buy it.
Let's concentrate on our guest a little bit, please, lads. For fuck's sake. So let's figure you out. Let's find out all about Jason Joshua. So I want to know how and when Jason Joshua got into professional wrestling.
It's TJ Sky's fault.
Okay.
So I started seeing my boyfriend 5.5 years ago, and he knew how obsessed I was with wrestling. And for about 6 months, he was going, "Oh, I know someone that wrestles. We should introduce you." And this went on and on. And then I met TJ Sky at a house party, and he dropped every wrestling name that you can think of. Oh, I've met these, or I've wrestled these, and then at the end was like, "You should come training." And then I started training, and then I immediately had to have my appendix out, so stopped for like 4 months.
Wow.
And then went back to it, and I've been doing it like 4.5 years.
Holy shit.
TJ Sky.
TJ Sky's fault you had to have your appendix out as well, or just wondering.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
The price it's the dues you pay to get into the business. We take something.
Nobody explains that to you, do that properly. You know what I mean? You know, nobody really explains what dues you have to pay, do they? You know.
Yeah.
I'm just lucky it was appendix.
Yeah. You got to fight there a bit, I think.
I mean, I haven't even got a left leg. That's what I gave.
Yeah.
I mean, it grew back, so it was all good.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah, that's what they don't tell you about wrestling. We become like starfish.
Yeah. It's a weird trade-off. It's like you will lose a body part, it will grow back. After that, it's a one and done though. You lose anything else, tough shit. I
mean, I lost the finger, but it didn't come back. I had it like sewed back on.
I'm gonna say it's halfway there. I mean, it's back, but not
through wrestling.
I was gonna say, was this finger
it
lost
wasn't
through
wrestling? No.
Oh,
but I still feel we need to hear the story.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
You know, like them really old metal doors.
Yeah.
That everyone used to have, and they were like, "These are dangerous," and then replaced them all with the plastic ones. My grandparents had them till like an inappropriate time where they shouldn't have had the dangerous metal doors. And as I was walking out the front door, the wind blew through the house as the back door was opened. And as I reached forward to close the door, it just slammed on my hand and took my finger off.
How far down?
About halfway.
gee.
But I had it surgically reattached.
Oh,
And no one believes me, and they just think I'm swearing at them.
Yeah.
Because you can't bend it like.
It bends too
Right.
far.
What the fuck are you doing?
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
what a reaction. What a reaction. Wow. That is some serious fucking shit, dude.
Well, that was going into our next section of Wrestlers Got Talent. What's your talent, bendy finger?
And
Ruined it now.
To be fair, we've not done a great job at promoting professional wrestling like TJ Sky did, because TJ Sky walks up to this motherfucker at a house party, lads. I don't know if you got that bit, but there's a house party going on that TJ Sky's involved at. I want to see that image. That's the image that I want from this. And then he comes over and he's like, yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, been there, done that. Want to trade?
Is this the American Pie house? is TJ Sky Stifler? Is this where we're going with
TJ
this?
Sky wishes he was Stifler.
Right, okay.
He's like you or something.
Right. Not again. Not the pie.
So what hooked you then to go and train based on what he said to you?
I wanted to do it anyway. I booked when I was like 18 to start, and I backed out because I get quite anxious about stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're not gonna let a gay lad do it. No one had told me that. I just assumed. So I put it off and I put it off and I put it off. And then my other half, Ben, pushed me to do it. And then I went to one session. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, I'm doing this immediately.
Oh, that's awesome.
It hooked me.
And you just get that buzz, don't you? You get that you're either in or you're out. I think that first session, you can love it all you want, but I think that first initial session, you're all in or you take a back seat then for the rest of your life. Like that one session will tell you what you need to know, I think, about
it immediately had me. I was like, I want to be training again.
Yeah.
Like as soon as the training had finished, I was like, I want to go again. Can we go again? I want to train. So, and it's the first thing that's ever kept me hooked. I never did any sort of sports like at all that kept me hooked for more than like a couple of weeks. And now I've been doing this 4.5 years.
Was you doing like the lifting in the gym? Was you really into the gym before the wrestling, or did that sort of like come hand in hand and you thought, well, I need to?
I had a gym membership, but it was I'll go next time. And then the more I got into wrestling, the more I've got into the gym, because in my head, that's what a wrestler does. I know it's different for everyone, but for me, it was, I want to be strong. I want to be in shape. I wear a singlet. Like, I don't want it to like podge out, but
it's all right, mate. I can do that for us.
I wore bikers for like the first year. That was the biggest mistake I ever made. Just
bikers aren't great, are they?
No.
I think bikers are a choice we've all made at some point, and it's a choice we're very. I didn't have the choice. I must say, I was thrown a pair of bikers for my very first match.
Stick them up.
That was a one and only time I ever wore them. After that,
the ones I had were really nice and really well made. I just looked even bigger than I was in them.
Yeah, it somehow shrinks you and makes you bigger at the same time, doesn't it? Wearing them, it's crazy. Really, is crazy with them.
Now I wear stupid singlets with donuts printed on them, and because why not?
Why the fuck not? I completely agree. Why the fuck not? What a character. But what hooked you when you were watching it? Did you watch it as a child? When did you sort of see professional wrestling for the first time?
My dad bought me SmackDown versus, I want to say 2007, the one that was like featuring ECW.
Yeah.
As just a game for the PlayStation, because we didn't have many games for it, and it was cheap. And I started playing that, and then like I was already 2007, I was already like 13, 14. I hadn't really bothered with it before. Started playing that, got into the game, realized it was sort of a thing that still happened. And then me, my dad and my little brother would watch it every Friday. Normally with a Chinese, we'd watch SmackDown every Friday. And then as my little brother lost interest, I didn't, and just kept watching it. And now I watch everything, and it's in control of my life.
So what was the last pay-per-view or show you watched?
The last one?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I watch a lot. I watched the GCW recent one.
Oh, the one with Moxley?
Art of War Games, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen the full show, but I've heard it was actually a pretty good show.
It's mental.
So that is a really good company. Really good company to watch.
I try and watch a bit of everything. So I like a bit of New Japan, GCW. I've got back into Ring of Honor. Like I will sit and watch everything.
I think because nowadays as well, it's like stream. It's like everywhere streaming. You can either watch it on YouTube, or Impact do a lot of free YouTube stuff, and like the NWA, and it's just so
Ring of
open,
Honor weekly episodes of Free on Fight. Like,
there's just so much content out there, isn't there? That's the thing. So it's like everyone's talking about WWE or AEW. There's so much. If you want to go,
you don't
and
have
find
to choose.
whatever you want to find.
You shouldn't have to.
You find
Yeah,
it.
there's
much
You don't
everything
have to choose
everyone.
either. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all such a mix as well. You watch Ring of Honor compared to WWE, they're different shows. Like everyone expects, it's men in tights grappling. And it's like, yeah, but it's different.
It was 40 years ago and 40 years plus, but now it's different, isn't it? Now it's a soap opera, it's a theatre show.
But it's
I love that's the line. It's a theatre show. It's great.
It is.
If you watch something like Ring of Honor, they've leaned back into the wrestling. They do the pure stuff. GCW just, let's be honest, does whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Like one show, it can literally be, this is pure wrestling. And then the next show, it's, oh yeah, we made an Eiffel Tower of light bulbs. Like, it's insane.
That's Don's market, though, that is. I ain't done. Just like, fucking smashed.
I don't know, though. Like,
I
personally, I love watching. I'll watch as much as I physically can get my eyes on. Like, I watch everything for like Lucha Libre and Paresu, if you pronounce it properly. Like, my Japanese is terrible. But then you go like Germany and WXW, like you start watching stuff like that, you're like, wow, it's like a lot of variation and stuff. It's all starting to meld together. Like you're noticing now companies like, wait, they're starting to do a little bit of that and seems to work. It's really awesome time to be a fan.
Even did a death match, didn't they, a couple of weeks ago? Like
an exploding ring match. I mean,
I don't think
something happened. Spoiler if you've not watched that pay-per-view.
I don't know which one it was. There was one in Japan and they had an exploding barbed wire baseball bat. So every time they hit each other, baseball bat exploded. Like, it's whatever floats your boat. People turn around and go, oh, that match is wrong. And it's like, don't watch it then.
Yeah.
You watch one that's announced as pure wrestling. Wrestle Carnival, they're doing pure wrestling. Like, it's just such a mix.
There isn't a market for just one style, and you've got everything, and you got you can eat crisps, Walkers, why there's so many different flavors. You know what I mean?
Yes, you got to find your taste, isn't it?
There you go.
That's it. I think
it's wrestling, so there'll always be someone.
Yeah,
there'll be a cornet like slagging it off somewhere about whatever you choose.
Yeah, I do love listening to him though.
Yeah, he's fun to listen to. I know.
Just in going, he's clearly mental, but also sort of knows what he's talking about, and it's a weird sort of.
I'm a heel, motherfucker.
He's on the verge of fucking losing his mind.
Unbelievable, Jeff. What was the name of the Chinese bloke that was watching the wrestling with you? I thought you watched wrestling with a Chinese person.
No, eating Chinese.
Oh fuck! Okay,
eating Chinese.
What? Chinese person.
There's a reason I'm nearly 15 stone.
You said you sat there and you was with your brothers in a Chinese. Or your dad in a Chinese.
Bloke, got him off the street.
Yeah, just brought him along. Like he seemed like he was into it at the time. So
has he got any shit to plug? That's what I want to know.
Other than menu.
Oh shit. Okay, we'll take a quick break from wrestling at this point in time. Martin has 7 questions. Maybe about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out.
I said this was going to be my good subject, and I'm regretting it.
Okay, cool. I thought this was a wind-up. I text her up today. I was like, "What's the subject then for like the 7 questions?" Because I have no fucking clue, and I've not prepped anything. And he just put Yu-Gi-Oh! I was like, I don't know if that's a rib or not. But you know what? I went with you. Good. Because I went with you, and you'd have fucking answer the questions whether you liked it or not. So.
But
I went with you.
I don't know how much I actually know.
Because I had fuck all else to fucking ask you.
He was like, "What things do you enjoy outside of wrestling?" And I was like, "I don't have a lot."
Literally, it's like I failed at hobbies. So Yu-Gi-Oh, I suppose.
Failed at hobbies. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. So we've got 7 questions, because 5 questions is a bit too quick, a bit too over, shoot your load, fall over. It's just not good. 10 questions is just a bit too fucking long. Who wants to fucking listen to 10 questions? I don't want to ask 10 questions. You don't want to fucking answer 10 questions. So 7 questions.
Okay.
7 questions in the middle. So this is your mastermind Yu-Gi-Oh! Speciality subject.
Oh, I'm going to get 0.
So you will be like mentality. Let's start. So question number 1. What is Maximilian Pegasus's claim to fame?
He created Yu-Gi-Oh! In the anime.
I need a more specific answer, please.
He created Duel Monsters.
He fucking did. Well done.
Well
Well
there we
done.
go.
Well
Tried to keep it casual when he knew the answer deep down inside of him.
He's on the fucking hustle, ain't he?
Yeah.
He's Paul Newman me out the fucking building right now. He is.
I don't know.
I tell you.
Oh,
That's a cocktail
brilliant.
reference, if anybody didn't know. Question number 2. Which millennium does Yugi have?
Oh, the Millennium Puzzle.
He fucking does as well. You know, this geezer is fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! All over, mate. I love it.
I
Right.
don't think you realise, like, I've got like 3 boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards downstairs.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Really?
Mostly from over lockdown because I got
You said
bored
you
and discovered
failed
they
the
were on
hobbies.
eBay.
Yu-Gi-Oh's a
You
hobby.
know.
You're not failing there, buddy.
I've got a Disney Princess sticker book. It ain't full yet, though. So I've got question number 3. The series is based on a manga. True or false?
True.
Yeah, it is true. Well done. 3 out of 3. Question number 4. How many series are there?
Like original or like all of them?
Yeah, Mark, because there's like about 5 variations after just Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, there's like 6 different versions, but the original was like 5 series or 4 series.
Or
So
then
what you
got
going
the
with?
I'm going
You
with 4.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did say the right answer. It is 5. But
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's a Japanese
fuck off,
single
Don. You ain't in
series.
this fucking.
Yeah, there's a really brutal series 0.
Yeah.
Oh, a
I
0
did say I-
episode, you say?
I did say I knew a little
There's a
bit.
fucking
It's
mess
an
there,
entire
man.
series and it's really like aggressive and violent and bloody. And then they're like, this won't work in America and England.
Right.
And then changed it.
We'll stick
Right,
with the card
okay.
gimmick.
You know what? I'll
It's a
give you that.
Chelsea smile.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one because you give me a lot more of a detailed answer. I had fucking just number 5 written down as the answer. So yeah, I'll give you that one.
That could have been
No
Booker
problem.
T's world title runs. You know what I mean?
You will be. It's coming for you, Hogan. Question number 5. Who originally owns the Blue Eyes White Dragon card?
Kaiba.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, originally owned the card.
Who originally owned the Blue Eyes White Dragon card?
I think episode 1.
Oh, it was his granddad, weren't it?
It is.
Uh,
Fucking
when it-
Yogi's
isn't it-
Yogi's granddad.
Yeah, he's just called granddad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a character in Only Fools and Horses. All right, Grandad.
Question number 6. What year? Oh, fucking hell. I know we're going to get into some trouble here. What year did the series start? And you're going to say, oh, what fucking series was that? No, there's about fucking 16 of them.
Mm.
What year did the series start?
Oh, no. I want to say 98, but I feel like that's too late.
Okay, Don, what do you say? 'Cause you want to fucking get involved. Come on.
No, it's not my question. I probably said about 98 actually as well.
Yeah. It was actually 2000.
Oh, that surprised me.
I knew that.
And me, actually. I knew that one. So, question number 7. To be fair, like, this is like win or lose. This is like, if you get it wrong, then I think you've lost the whole game. So, what's the name of the burger bar in the series?
No, I have no idea.
Bob's Burgers, and it's got to be.
You
It's
don't
gonna
know.
be something really corny, like I don't
Burger
even
Shack.
know. Dual burgers.
Yes, or Yugi buns or something like that.
Yeah.
An answer? it is
Final answer.
Burger Palooza.
Okay.
Not impressed one bit. They must do shit burgers compared to SpongeBob.
Yeah, innit?
That's all I'm saying.
But that was the easy one. That's why I left it till last.
No,
I wanted to end on a high.
That's
Fucking
really
baby face
obscure
going over.
one.
It's the right mood to finish this. Is what the fuck's going on?
It's really obscure.
You fucked it, Mart.
Oh, fucking hell. Booked that fucking shit wrong, don't I?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Didn't
You
even
win
know
it.
there was like a burger franchise in it.
Oh, fucking hell. I must have clicked on to the next fucking category then. I don't know. Probably have to talk about something else.
So, what made you go out and get near 3,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and what do you do with them?
I played them a lot when I was little, and I sold them all for like a tenner when I had like a grand's worth of cards because I didn't know what I was doing. And then I got back into it over lockdown, and because I wanted to beat my mates, I bought more and more cards to like, look, I've got the better card. I'm still really shit at it though. But yeah.
You've done a Paul Pogba there, to be fair.
So
You've done a Paul Pogba, definitely.
What was that all about?
Like United sold him for dead cheap and brought him back for dead expensive.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? It's proper Paul Pogba there, eh?
yeah.
You know.
Good reference in the end. I'm sorry you had to explain it.
I feel like I've explained myself a lot just recently, and I don't like it.
Some of the stuff I had when I was like 10 is now worth like 500, 1,000, and it's like, oh, I gave these away. I know people that have sold them to like help buy houses.
Wow.
Like,
Wow. What did you do with that tenner? Is it framed?
no, I think I used it for Pokemon cards.
Nice.
Fucking Judas.
I'm gonna say it has become like quite a big market now, though. Like with like trading cards from like the 2000s, like it's crazy what they're going for.
My mate's got the original like Pokemon, like in mint condition in his loft in the folder. The original like 150.
Pokemon cards are worth insane money.
Yeah, the originals like he collected them like he's dead autistic about it, like.
Yu-Gi-Oh's relatively decent money. Even Digimon is making like a comeback, and they're worth like a good amount of money. Like it's insane.
Yeah,
I've literally known people sell them, get a newer version of the card and money.
Yeah,
and then just have that card still, but newer and £1,000. It's
like if you ever wondered how much the price of nostalgia is, it's about £1,000 if you keep it in good condition.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we just recycled, like we're 20 years back now, so everything's popular. You know, the Afghans are back in charge of Afghanistan. It was the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Brock Lesnar's going to be the world champion again soon. I
hope not.
What? Sorry, I'm not booking it. I'm just telling you how it is.
I really hope not. I'm more than happy for him to come in and like kill some people, but why have him take the belt, vanish for 6 months, and depress us all again?
But
so you're not sports entertained?
No, mate. I love Brock Lesnar. If he was like, even if it was once a month, fine. But he disappears for like literally 6 months at a time.
Of course he does. Chucks his belt at Vince and fucks off.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
If like the money and stuff, great, if you can get it, do it. But like, just come do the odd match or something.
Yeah.
Come put a shift in, like.
Yeah.
He'll never do a full shift again in WWE.
He don't take the ring down, does he?
Doesn't he?
Nah.
Do you think though he's become like the final boss in like WWE though? It's like you won't get to him until you completed the entire game. You get so far and all of a sudden Brock Lesnar's the final boss. And it feels like that. It's like, right, okay,
currently,
the belt.
Once you get through Brock Lesnar, Chris Benoit comes back.
Oh, super secret boss.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like a side mission.
Hidden character gimmicks.
Yeah. Proper noob saber, like.
Man, that is crazy. These 4 bookings that you missed out on while you've had COVID, Are they going to pick you back up and put you on again? Like, what's the plans now for a fit and healthy Jason Joshua?
Yeah, I think so. I've already got, what have I got? October 2nd, October 9th, and October 16th covered. So it's picking up again, but I'm still pissed that I lost 4 shows.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's picking up relatively well. I've already got at least 3 shows next month. This month's looking pretty dead now because the majority of my stuff was beginning of this month.
Yeah.
So, but it's getting back there. But I don't know how it's gonna work because I might get in the ring and just collapse. I'm going back training tomorrow night. I've told the trainer if I go down, just push me out the unit and say I fell before I got there.
Leave me in the recovery position. And
Yeah,
if you don't
I'll let
mind.
my fall outside, less paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some serious commitment to the school, that is, brother.
Yeah, I don't know why. I do. They've been really good to me, but like, yeah, I'm slightly scared I'm going to die tomorrow.
Well, please don't, like that. That wouldn't be any good, would it?
I just thought
we have to fill this with something else now.
Yeah, I've had that fear before I even got COVID. Like, if I step foot in a wrestling ring with a pair of wrestling boots, am I gonna?
Have you ever wrestled poorly?
No.
Like with a cold and that, like, yeah.
Poorly. I thought it was poorly, like the name poorly, like an Italian poorly. Right. Okay.
Ever gone into a wrestling match poorly and been like worried?
Yeah. And I've literally like threw up as soon as I got out the ring.
I've got very, very close. I felt ill before a match, took a back bump. I was like, oh, I'm going to fountain this.
Yeah.
I was very close, but didn't quite happen. I kind of want it to one day.
You want to fountain in the middle of the ring?
Oh, like even John Cena shit himself in a wrestling match.
Everybody's got to shit yourself. If you don't shit yourself, you're lying.
100%. There's got to be a bit of shot that's come out at some point. 100%.
I don't want it to happen, but at the same time, like it's one of them things that's like, I've done that in wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, I would say, how many people can say though, like, I've projectile vomited, shit, piss, whatever, in front of a paying crowd?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can.
I've seen a lad.
Go to Amsterdam, buddy. You'll change your mind.
I saw a lad get belly to bellied onto his head, immediately roll to the apron, just throw up everywhere, roll back in and finish the match.
That was safe.
That
ain't a fucking concussion, man.
Wrestled after that.
You shouldn't be wrestling in a fucking game if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a guy. So you've also got a podcast that's available on all of the platforms you can get your podcasts on. It's called the Big Queer Wrestling Podcast.
Yes.
Give us some rationale behind the name there, Jason Joshua. I'm sure it's pretty straightforward to the people that know you, but
yeah. So I identify as a queer man. I identified as a gay man for a very long time, but I now identify as queer instead of gay, which I know sounds silly, but for me, it makes a difference. I was going to call it the Big Gay Wrestling Podcast, but I was honestly worried about offending people. So I thought if I call it something that I actually identify as, it's my thing anyway. And I'm a big queer, and I wanted a wrestling podcast.
So the name wrote itself.
Makes sense, Tony. I am just interested though. Like, what would you identify as the difference between being a gay man or a queer
gay?
Man?
Definitely like men.
Okay.
Queer, I don't really know what I like, but I know I'm not straight.
But not bisexual now.
But I'm not really sure. I never really have been.
Okay. It's just an interesting concept, so I just wonder what your take on the difference was.
I've never been sure, and I've jumped between gay, bi, like all the other stuff, and I'm like, I don't actually know. So queer for me just sort of umbrellas it. Plus, if I tell someone I'm queer, you can guarantee 1 out of 5 people will go, you can't say that. Even though it's part of the LGBTQ. So
there's a Q in there, guys, just in case you didn't realise.
I'm going to say.
There's other letters as well.
Don't forget about me, I'm on the end.
Isn't LGBTQIA123 plus?
Yeah.
Something along that lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got like your non-binary and all that
sexual.
stuff as well, so.
There's all sorts, and people like to cause a fuss and go, you can't be this, you can't be that. It's no one else's business, but I'm also not going to hide it. So,
yeah. Fair play to man. To be you, and that's it. You be you, and fuck the rest. You know what I mean? It is what it is, ain't it?
Don't dream it, be it. But in other news, like how was that when you first started wrestling, and how's it evolved, changed, if it has at all, during your 4.5 years?
So legitimately, my partner took me to training every week because when I started I couldn't drive. And he would sit there for the 2.5 hours and just play on his phone, read a book, whatever. It took 3 months before someone turned around to me and went, oh, is that your boyfriend? So no one gave a shit.
That's good.
That's what it should be.
Absolutely.
I've only ever had one person sort of turn around and go, I'm not wrestling you.
Wow.
But it was, I will defend it, it was a young lad, not sure about himself, let alone other people. I get it. I'm not going to say it was because they're a different person now. It's been 4 years and they've grown up a lot. I don't know, I think it's more accessible now. Like there's a lot more people that are a part of LGBTQ plus that wrestle. Like Priscilla and Visage are a massive thing for me, because seeing Visage on a poster in Leicester was like, this is clearly not a straight person. Maybe I can do this. And it was a big push for me. And then as I got to know more people, and more people like, yeah, I'm a gay wrestler, I'm a bi wrestler, I'm a trans wrestler, non-binary. It was like, well, this is a big thing, because even 2010, it was used as heat. Now it's we're wrestlers. Yeah, drag queens, unicorns, whatever, but we're wrestlers. We're not gay for booze.
Well, I think the like one of my top 5 wrestlers, Canyon, he's in my all-time top 5. Chris Canyon, he was gay, but nobody knew that for a very, very long time. Only people who was close to him in the business, and obviously his friends and family, but nobody knew that because guess what? It wasn't he wasn't accepted, and it wasn't something that would happen. Why should this big, strong, guy be, gay? Can't be. Do you know what I mean? He's got, and that's just the perception, and that's just the way it was.
And it played into his mental health.
Yeah.
It wasn't the only reason, but it played.
Oh, yeah, it had a massive. I reckon it had a good third, 3/4 of a chunk of his, his downfall.
It's amazing what coming out of the closet can do. Like it's a weight off your shoulders. I suffer really badly with agoraphobia, and literally coming out made that not go away. I still suffer with it to an extent, but it eased off all the anxiety because I could be honest about things, and I wasn't sneaking about or being secretive or hating myself.
Yeah,
like it's a massive thing, and to see people in something that, for what it is a weirdly masculine sport or entertainment or whatever you want to call it, and then see these people that represent you, it makes such a difference. And I had people tell me not to use it, not to say it. And it's like, if one person sees me and goes, I relate to that person, maybe I can be a wrestler when I'm older, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
It would have made a hell of a difference for me. I didn't come out till I was 21. Like, just representations, it's important.
But it's having the right representation as well. It's like we're saying, like you use characters like Goldust, for instance, or even like an Adrian Street where they were very flamboyant. It was sort of negatively using.
Yeah, Billy and Chuck was a big one.
Yeah.
See, I don't view Adrian Street as a bad one because I know he was a straight man and he used campness for.
But it wasn't like overtly.
Yeah, it was campness. It wasn't I'm a gay man.
Yeah.
I know it sounds really, but
there is a difference. Yeah, I mean, probably haven't explained that in the best way possible.
Yeah, Billy and Chuck used a fake gay wedding to try and get ratings, and they did that weird thing in TNA with Orlando Jordan, where it was meant to represent people, and it was like it just made bi people look like creeps. But now it's changing, and there's not many on the main, like there's not many in WWE, but like AEW's done a great job with it. GCW's one of their biggest stars is Effie.
Yeah,
who's just out and doesn't give a fuck. Like, it makes a difference to people. I think it makes a difference to me. So yeah,
I think you're spot on, and it definitely makes a difference to people. Everybody involved within wrestling and everybody that wants to get involved with wrestling, it just promotes just to be a better human and accept people for who they are, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, diversity, it matters.
Good damn script, though.
People think it's other people trying to take something over. It's like, no, everyone should be involved. Like, everyone should have the option to be involved.
Yeah.
I mean, not to let the cat out of the bag, like, this is fake. Like,
fuck.
It doesn't really matter if, like, I've seen the argument for I can't remember her name. Nyla Rose. Like, it's not fair. She used to be a man. She's beating up women. It's fake. Like, it's one of the few things where it's like as safe as possible. Let everyone be a part of it.
Yeah.
Like,
she identifies as woman, so she's women.
I know women that were born women that can kick the shit out of me. Like, it doesn't matter that she was born in the wrong body.
No.
But I know people are going to disagree. So,
opinions, gimmicks, politics, drama. That's what we're all about here on Hot Tag Reviews.
Yeah.
And that's just the way we like it. So, fuck them is what we say, Jason Joshua. Fuck them.
Be happy and fuck them.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm Big Daddy Unicorn, mate. So
Big Daddy Unicorn, if you will, baby.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it. What does the future hold for Jason Joshua, though?
Hopefully just as much wrestling as possible. I want to go everywhere and be everywhere. And I'm massively scared of traveling. And I want to get over that so that I can wrestle abroad, so that I can travel abroad for a holiday. Like, I want to just do everything I can. I'm not one of them people that came into it going, I'm going to be big league, because I'm not. I have no illusions about that, but I want to make the most of it. Plus, I'm losing my hair. I need to make the most of it before it's gone.
I wouldn't know what you're talking
could
about.
wear a wig. Could get a transplant. There's plenty of options these days.
Yeah, transplants are expensive.
What would you have done if you was in this situation?
Oh, I couldn't tell. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I haven't got to that point yet. Like, I hit my early 20s and I knew it was going, so I just bit a bullet and went, right, well, that's the case. So you can just tell when I'm getting lazy when I can't bother to shave my head like once a week. So
yeah, I shave mine short because it hides how much I'm losing. I don't have to go completely like to scalp yet, but it's happening. I need a stronger beard first. It's a bit too like child's.
It always feels like sort of if your hair's not there, it needs to be there. It's like the daddy's ketchup bottle. It's like if you revert my face, it's still a face.
Yeah, I think if I can grow a big fuck off beard, I'll be a daddy, and that's a big thing in my community.
Yeah.
If I'm bald and got no facial hair, I'm a thumb. Like,
He's fucking working himself into a right shoot here with this fucking Big Daddy unicorn, eh? Fuck yeah.
Living the gimmick.
You've got to live the gimmick.
That's it, man.
Got
That's
to
it.
live the gimmick.
I've got t-shirts to sell.
Exactly. We got a merch alert. So what where can people find you on social media?
I am on Instagram at Jason Joshua Pro. I'm on Facebook at Jason Joshua. I'm on Twitter as I want to say Jason Joshua Pro.
I'm sure they'll find you.
I'm on TikTok. Again,
I
Jason
need to see
Joshua
that
Pro.
shit.
It's mostly Mia Cortez beating me up.
Okay.
Have merch on the gear. Big Daddy Unicorn t-shirts. I think that's it for everything. I've got the Big Queer Wrestling Podcast. It is the Big Queer Wrestling Podcast on all social media platforms because no one else has took that name. And that's my lot, I think.
Happy days. So that has been our episode with Jason Joshua. We've learned a lot. We shot some shit. We understand queer a little bit more, and more importantly, so do you. For now, I've been Rob Campbell. Alongside,
I have been show podder number 2.
And I've been Daniel. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Go on, Phil.
and of course, Jason Joshua.
Thank you for having me.
See you next time.